Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're jumping into the world of Amazon Web Services. It's an incredibly powerful platform, but let's be real, it can also feel a little overwhelming at first. So we're going to break down the first, most important step, how you actually talk to it.
Okay, so think of it like this. AWS has a bunch of different doors, and you need to figure out which one to walk through. The big question is, which door is the right one for what you're trying to do right now? Are you just looking around, trying to automate something, or maybe build a brand new prototype? The answer really changes everything.
For developers, it pretty much boils down to three main paths. First up, you've got the visual AWS Management Console. Then there's the super powerful command line interface, or CLI for short. And finally, there's getting your hands dirty and interacting directly through code. Each one has its own vibe and its own superpowers.
So let's start with the most common entry point, especially for anyone who's new to AWS, and that's the console. You can really think of this as your visual mission control for everything.
If you're just starting out, this is probably the exact question on your mind. You kind of need to see the map of the world before you can start exploring it, right? And that's exactly what the console is for.
The console really gives you that 30,000-foot view, that administrative perspective. It's where you can click around, check out different services, tweak settings, and actually see how all the different parts of AWS connect to each other.
So what's it really good for? Well, it's perfect for just visually exploring what's out there. It makes configuring a service for the first time way more straightforward. You also start to get a feel for the AWS way of doing things. Oh, and it's a huge time saver for grabbing things you'll need later, like an ARN. That's an Amazon resource name, which you'll definitely need for your scripts and policies.
Okay, so once you're comfortable with the lay of the land, it's time to start working smarter, not harder. This brings us to the command line interface. Welcome to the Power Users Toolbox.
This is the question that tells you you're ready to level up. Clicking through the console every single day to spin up the exact same test environment gets old fast. There's got to be a better way. And of course there is.
And this is where a pretty fundamental shift happens in how you work. The console is all visual and manual. You point, you click. The CLI, though, is all text-based and totally scriptable. You're not just clicking buttons anymore. You're typing commands that you can save and run over and over and over again.
Now, this is a classic two-for-one deal. Not only can you create these powerful scripts to automate your entire workflow, but by interacting with services through text commands, you're pretty much forced to understand how they work on a much deeper level. It's a win-win.
At the end of the day, it's all about efficiency. You use the CLI to automate those boring, multi-step tasks to get a better feel for what's happening behind the scenes and to quickly check on something without having to navigate through a bunch of web pages. It's just direct, fast, and repeatable.
And now, for door number 3, programmatic access. This is where you move past just managing and automating, and you get into pure creation and speedy prototyping. This is the innovator's sandbox.
You know how it is. You get a great idea, maybe for a new way to process data or an AI feature, but you really don't want to spend days building a whole application just to see if the idea even has legs. How do you test it out? Fast?
This is where tools like Python notebooks are an absolute game changer. They give you this amazing environment where you can write and run your code bit by bit in these small, manageable chunks and see the results instantly. No need to compile a giant project just to test one little thing. This creates this incredibly tight feedback loop. It's amazing. You can write a few lines of code in one little box to connect to an S3 bucket, run just that box, and see if it worked. In the very next box, you can write code to process a file from that bucket. It feels like you're having an immediate, interactive conversation with your code and with AWS itself.
So we've walked through the 3 doors, the console, the CLI, and code. But how do you know which one to pick? Well, it's all about choosing the right tool for the job you're doing right now.
Let's wrap this all up with a simple analogy. Think of the console as your car's dashboard. It's perfect for a quick visual overview and handling basic tasks. The CLI is your toolbox, filled with specialized tools for automation that help you really understand how the engine works. And finally, code, especially in a notebook, is your sandbox, a creative space to build things, test ideas, and get that super fast feedback.
But here's the real secret, the key takeaway from all of this. It's not about choosing just one of these tools and sticking with it forever. The most effective developers, they get really good at all 3. They use them together. They might use the console to explore a new service, then the CLI to automate it, and then code to build something totally new on top of it.
So now the choice is really up to you.
What do you need to do next? Are you trying to get the lay of the land, speed up your workflow, or are you ready to build something brand new? Your answer will tell you exactly which door to open first.
And that's our look at the 3 main ways to interact with AWS. Hey, if this helped you out, do me a favor and hit that like button, share it with a friend, and make sure you're subscribed for more explainers just like this one. Thanks so much for watching.